Bonnie with Curly Girl Crafter here in Colorado. It is Monday, January 17th, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 16. Welcome to everyone. I cannot believe it, you guys. I have over 1,000 subscribers. I don't even know what to say. I remember doing my first video thinking, oh my gosh, if I know like 10 people, like if I get 10 people to watch my video, this will be fine. But I have over 1,000. Thank you, everyone. I'm just like blown away. I don't even know what to say. And I owe a big thank you to, I have to look this up, Leah Noel at Avitrix Stitcher. I hope I'm saying that right, Leah. And I hope I'm saying your name right. She did a shout out for me when I was getting closer to 1,000, and to all her viewers. She has a Flosstube, and I will link her below so you can go check her out. She's wonderful, lovely. She doesn't put out a ton of videos, but she has some out and they're wonderful to watch. She has some beautiful projects she's been working on, so please go check her out, but I'll link her below. But she gave a shout out to me, and I know she helped push me over. And Marcy's husband, Marcy, you know who you are. She logged out of her account, logged into her husband's YouTube account, and he became the 1,000th subscriber. So thanks to Marcy's husband. I think that's hysterically funny. So thank you to everyone. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. So thank you, everyone. Let's see. For those of you that watched my 12 by 12 for New Year's Eve day through the night, that was so much fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of work, but I had a lot of fun doing it. A lot of you were saying, oh, I want to do that. I hope next year I think of that. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, maybe mid-year we should do it again, like in June or something. I don't know, because 12's not that bad. I mean, it was a lot of prep work, but it was a lot of fun too. And I'm all about starting the stuff because I get bored too easily. So I have to have lots of things to switch back and forth from. I just get bored. It's that way with everything, with quilting, wool applique, all the stuff. I just get bored and have to move on. I always go back to stuff. Sometimes it might not be for a very long time, but that's okay. For me, it's kind of more the process. Of course, I love the finished project or product of anything I'm doing, but for me, it is the process. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Well, let's just go ahead and start, shall we? Okay, so let's just get started. I'm going to start first with my 1 thread a day project. I put in 1 thread a day, no more, no less. Some days I don't get to stitch, so the next day I'll just do 2 threads. Or if I know I'm going to be gone traveling and I don't take this particular project with me, I'll add a couple extra threads to it. So by the end of the year, I'll have 365 strands of thread into my project. And I did create a hashtag for it. It's called 1 Thread A Day SAL. And I will put it down below for Instagram. The project that I'm working on is the Hands Across the Sea Bristol sampler. And it's Mary 395, 1869. I've been having fun reading about Bristol samplers, by the way. And the 395 was Mary's bed in the Bristol Orphanage, which I didn't know until I read about it. So I thought that was very interesting. But the Bristol Orphanage is a fascinating piece of history. I highly suggest going and reading about, if you get a chance to go online and read about George Mueller, who is the founder of the orphanage. Just amazing. Just to give you an idea, he cared for 10,024 orphans over his lifetime, and he established 117 schools. So he was pretty amazing. I guess his funeral was like the town was overrun when they had his funeral. Anyway, so the Bristol samplers kind of have a special place in my heart. So this is my 1 thread a day. My daughter's doing a Bristol sampler as well. I don't remember what the name of hers is, but she's been keeping up with hers. And at some point we'll have to put up some pictures of hers. Anyway, here is my progress. And this is through today. So I have So I have 17 threads. So we'll see how far I get after 365 threads. But this thing is huge. You can see my fabric. It's gonna be like a blanket. I'm using Sulky 12 weight, which I absolutely love. It comes on a spool and it's slightly less than 2 strands. This is my color. It is color 1169, but I just love it. I love the fabric I'm doing this on, and I love the Sulky very, very much. The thread or the fabric that I'm using is Picture This Plus Rin, and it's a 16 count. I was going to do 18 count to make it just a little bit smaller, but I thought, why? It's already huge. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. So anyway, there's my progress, and I love that alphabet. Isn't that cool? I started to go straight across, and then I was like, oh, I think I'll do like a page at a time. And so then I dropped back down here and started this X, and I don't remember what this is. This is another style of alphabet I think I was doing. It's an R or something. Anyway, so I'm having fun with that, and I am keeping up with it. And Madison, my daughter, whoops, I'm slinging the thread everywhere. I'm standing up today. I don't know why I feel restless. Madison created a chart for us, 2022, 1 thread a day. And so I've just been marking off as I go, because like I said, I don't always do a thread a day. And if I don't, you know, if I need to catch up, then I can look at this and say, oh yeah, I need to do 2 threads to catch up, or what have you. Or, oh, I went ahead 2 threads because I knew I was going to be gone. So if you want to download this, I'll link it below, and you're more than welcome to print one up. I printed it on some cardstock. And then I'm just using a highlighter to mark it off. It's just kind of fun to see the progress. And Madison did pre-cut us each some threads off of our Sulky spools. So we kind of had the same length every day. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so that's my 1 thread a day. And I'm waiting for Apollo to come busting in the door back over here. I closed the door, and I feel like I thought I heard him whining. Okay, so moving on, let's see. Wrong notebook. Oh, I've had several people asking me about dyeing fabric. Oh, Ada, I only stitch on Ada. And I thought I might do a tutorial on how I dye it. I've watched many videos. I've just rolled together what works for me to dye fabric. It's so easy. It's just so easy, but I definitely could do a video on how to dye Ada. I use RIT dye. Sometimes I use tea and sometimes I use coffee. So maybe I'll do that. I've had a couple people ask me about that. So I might go ahead and plan for that. I'm not sure when I'll do it, but I'll put that in the back of my mind. Hope it doesn't get lost back there. And then another video that I've got coming up is I'm going to do a WIP parade and a finish parade and show you the finishes that I had last year, which weren't very many, and they're all tiny, but that's okay. And then I was going to share my WIPs with cross stitch for you. So I will have that coming up. Okay, I'm going to show you some of my WIPs. Now, actually, something I'm going to talk about really quick first before I show you my finish and my WIPs is I'm using the Lori Holtz planner to track my crafting stuff. And I'm just going to show you really quick how I'm doing it. I know everybody does different stuff. I like to see my progress and track my progress and look at my goals. I like to make little goals for crafting just because it helps me move along, and I always feel better when I can accomplish those. But there's a monthly spread in here, and what I've been doing is if I work on a quilt, I just put a quilt, or I put a Q, W for wool, or X for cross stitch, and then I write what the project was that I worked on. Just so like at a glance I can say, oh, look, I didn't do anything that day, who knows why? I didn't do anything this day, who knows why? It just kind of helps me look at this and say, oh yeah, I did cross stitch some, or I didn't, or I worked on a quilt, or what have you. So that's the monthly spread. And then at the beginning of every month, there's kind of a goal setter. And what I decided to do is write out my goals. I kind of wrote over these headings that were here. I don't even know what they actually say, but I made a category for cross stitch quilts, quilting, and wool. Because I like to piece quilts and put them together. And then I have a ton of tops to quilt. And of course I had like wool applique. So that's what I'm doing. And this is just my craft journal kind of thing, kind of like your book of days. And then the daily ones I'm not even using, but something of interest is in the back of this notebook. There's a place for notes. And I went through and counted out all my projects that are in progress for all my craft stuff. So all my wool WIPS, I have 8, which isn't that bad. My quilt WIPS, there are 19. Now this means cut or in progress to some degree. That does not include any of the kits I have or the fat quarter bundles that are meant for a project, which I have many, 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 but that's okay. Keeps me entertained. Quilt tops that need to be quilted. I have 46 quilt tops that need to be quilted. So I do have a goal this year to try to quilt at least 1 quilt a month. And then also if I finish a quilt top, to try to quilt that as well. So I kind of started doing this mid last year of quilting a quilt a month of one of my tops. And I did pretty good keeping up with that. So I think I've continued that little progress there. And then my cross stitch projects, I have 35. Well, I finished 1, so now I have 34. But those are the ones that I currently have started that I've brought in to this year from last year. And I've left plenty of room to add more, so it's all good. Anyway, I just kind of thought maybe somebody might be interested. Ooh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. This isn't too shaky. Okay, something else that I've started to do for this year is, and I've seen other people do this, and I can't even tell you who, but different people do a variety of different things. On the 4th of every month, if I'm stitching, I'm gonna try to stitch on like patriotic. And so this month, on the 4th, I worked on, here's one of my project bags. Don't you love the Viewmaster reels? I worked on Little House Needleworks Suffrage Act. And this was one of my 12 by 12 starts. So I pulled it back out and worked on some of the lettering. And these letters took forever, okay? They're pretty filled in and they took forever, but it was fun. It was fun. Here are my colors. On my fabric. I don't remember what fabric this is. I don't know. I don't have my book with me. Of course, I have my fun scissors in here. So that was my little bit of work that I did on the 4th. Another one I'm going to do is the 25th. So I'll pull something out for Christmas and work on something Christmassy on the 25th. And then I'd like to do like Halloween / fall on whatever the last day of the month is. In my mind, of course, I think the 31st, but there's not a 31st in every month. So the last day of the month. And then I also kind of thought, I had a birthday start this last December. I kind of thought I might, on the 20th, which is when my birthday is, work on my birthday start if I haven't worked on it much through the month. And I don't know if I might, you know, add some other kind of holiday thing in there. I don't know. Whatever else I come up with. But, so let's move on. I did work on my birthday start, actually. Why don't I pull that one out? I love this one. My project bag. Look at that deer, isn't he cute? So this is Teresa Kogut for the love of nature. And I love this. This was my birthday start last month. I also have ordered a quilt kit that is the same. It's also called For the Love of Nature. I'm still waiting for it to come. I did order a couple extra of these to put in my Etsy shop if anybody's interested. I'm still waiting on those to get here though. So I don't know. I think there was a little bit of a delay in the fabric. So anyway, let me show you my start. This is Picture This Plus 16 count Wren. Love this color. But look at my tree. Isn't it pretty? I still have to fill in. This was a lot of stitching too. Oh my goodness. And a lot of counting and paying attention. I had to pay attention, which sometimes is hard for me. And then a little bush or something is here. But isn't this pretty, this Picture This Plus? I love Picture This Plus. And that's a 16 count. So pretty. So that was my little progress on For the Love of Nature from Teresa Kogut. That was fun to pull out and work on again, because I didn't really get much of a start on my birthday. So I might, on the 20th every month, pull out my birthday start and then see how far I can get with that. Okay, let's see. How about, well, let's show you my finish. So my finish is Bottle and Brush Tree Farm from Hands On Design. And so I did get it finished. Pretty excited about it. Isn't it pretty? Okay, so I dyed my own Ada. This is 14 count. It was white. I dyed it with, I think it's apple green RIT dye. But I do have errors in this. As you can see, the two trees here are dropped down. They are not supposed to be. Here's the original one. They are supposed to be right along the line with the others, but it didn't happen that way. I had made a mistake on the first one. I think I started the second one and maybe even the third one before I realized that I had made a mistake. And I thought, fine, whatever. I'm just going to drop this one down and make it correct. So love it. I think I'll probably make this into a pillow. This is pretty small. I mean, I could frame it. My problem with framing is I don't really have a lot of places I can put tiny little frames. Like I don't know, but I think I'll probably make it a pillow. I might not finish some of these things for a while until I decide what I'm going to do with some of these finishes and how I'm going to deal with them. Because I just don't know. Okay, my next WIP, here's my project bag, kind of vintagey clocks. This is called Winter Fox from Hands On, or Not Forgotten Farms, excuse me. And let's see if I can fold this over because I've got my, here it is, Winter Fox. Love this chart, it's so pretty. One thing, I don't like reading this chart. I love the design of it, but it's an older chart. I think it's from like it's from 2015. It's just very tiny to read. It's very hard to read some of the symbols in it. So I'm not having the best time reading the chart. But at any rate, here's my progress. And I've made the border and stitched snow at the bottom. And let me tell you, I know this does not look like very much, but guys, this took me forever to do the border all the way around and then to get this snow put in. There's several lines of it all the way across. I caught up on Yellowstone and stitched the snow in because I was getting really bored with it and I thought I just want to finish it. So I did get that all finished up. So happy about that. This was one of my 12 by 12 starts. So that was fun to pull out. It was all ready to go and just picked it up and started working on it. Here are my colors. Let's see here. Whoops. Let me see if I can get this turned around here. Here are my colors. I lost this strand of colors for a couple days. Couldn't find them. I'm like, I wanted to work on this project and I'm like, where are these threads? And come to find out, they were hanging. I don't know if you guys do this. I don't stitch in just one spot, so I'm constantly moving around. And of course, these are on a ring, and so I hang them all over the place. Like, you'll just find them hanging on a lamp, hanging on a doorknob, or not a doorknob, like a knob on a dresser or a knob on a desk. Or these were hanging on the end of a lotion bottle. And I'm like, because I kept thinking, okay, where's the last place I stitched on this? And so I retraced my steps and found it, but I thought it was kind of funny that I couldn't find it, but I leave them all over the place all the time. Here's my scissors. I did get some of these into the shop if you're interested in those, but I like polka dots. Okay, so Winter Fox, that was one of my WIPs. And I'm going to continue to work on that some more too. Okay, my next WIP is Project Bag. Got the skiers. So it's winter, a winter theme. Let me get it out here. Now Madison had this one finished from Lizzie Kate, Winter Alphabet. So this is what I'm working on. I'm using her color conversion because I loved it. Well, I think it's all the same colors except for the greens. I think that's the only thing that's, yeah, it looks like, and it's the all DMC. She traded out the greens, and so I just followed suit because I liked what hers looked like. And so here's my progress. This one is so much fun. Each of those little alphabets is like a little finish, and it's so much fun. I love it. It's just fun. That looks more like the colors right there. And then here are the colors I have, and I love them. But it's very fun to work on. Now see, this will be one that I'll frame. I won't make this a pillow because it'll be big. So I don't know, some of those kind of smaller ones, I might just make baskets of pillows. Oh, let me show you my scissors. Oh, these are so cute. These are very heirloomy looking. That might be the name of them. The color's kind of weird. We have snow here in Colorado. Well, up where I live, we have snow. Not all over Colorado is there snow, but I did get stuck in a little bit of a snowstorm this Friday night coming home from Alamosa, coming north. It was pretty bad coming up over Monument Hill. But I made it home finally because I'd been gone all week down that direction. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm going to add a couple pictures right through this area right here of the mountains and Mount Blanc and the San de Cristo Mountains. I was down by the sand dunes. You can't really see the sand dunes in the picture, but if you look closely, there's like a gray kind of lumps at the bottom of a picture that I'll insert here that you can see. But it was beautiful down there. They didn't really have snow on the ground, just up in the mountains. Okay. All right, that's that. Now let me take a look at my notes because I have all these things I have to remember. Okay, talked about plans, talked about all of that. Okay. All right. Now I want to talk about the French Giraffe, which is on Etsy. Deborah reached out to me and offered me to pick a chart to stitch so generously. And I said, well, of course I would love to. And so I got on and picked out one, and I'm going to show you which one I picked. And it's the French Giraffe, but this is the one I picked, which is called, it says Born Lucky. I have Irish in me, so I thought this would be fun. And her charts are amazing. So she sent that one to me for free, and I'm going to stitch it. I haven't picked out the fabric yet, but what I'm going to do, I was going to use this solid green. Oh, I was going to use this solid green DMC floss. Okay, it's not quite that bright. Boy, things are really out of color here. But what I did is I got online and I ordered some variegated sulky that I want to use to stitch that with. So that's what I'm going to do with that. So as soon as my sulky gets here, I'm going to pick out some thread. And then after I got on looking at her shop on Etsy, I found a couple others that I liked that I want to share with you really quick. Her charts are really good. They're colored, they're large, I can see them, they're so cute. These other ones I wanted really bad, and I do not want to stitch Christmas right now, but I had to get them anyway. So she's doing the Santas from different countries, and this one is from Scotland, which I also have Scottish in me, so I thought that would be fun. So look at, he's got bagpipes. So cute. And then, of course, the Irish Santa. I ordered him. And then I ordered the German Santa. Look at him. He's got a nutcracker because I also have German in my background. But see his nutcracker he's holding? So cute. And then the Mexican Santa. He has a piñata. So cute. So, if I were you, I would get on and check. They're very reasonably priced and they're super cute. She has some really cute Valentine charts. I kind of looked at getting some of those, but I didn't because I have some other Valentine ones I want to stitch. But I didn't want to forget about those Santas from other countries. So I had to just go ahead and buy those right up front. And they're so reasonable. So the French Giraffe, I will link her below. Please go check her out. And I'll show you my progress on my Born Lucky chart when I get my thread. Okay. What else? What else? My daughter has some new stickers out in her shop, which is PhDoodling. I'm going to put a picture here. I know a lot of you like stickers and have gone and visited her shop and liked some of her stuff. She has adorable ones for January. So I'm going to just insert a picture here. If you're interested, I'll link her below. Go check out her Etsy shop. And then a couple haul things that I got that I wanted to share. Okay, so I got these note cards. McCall's Vintage Pattern note cards. Aren't these so cute? Just had to share these. Look. On the back has like the old, you know, like the old patterns of the chart for sizing. They're just blank on the inside, but I thought they were so cute. I think there's, oh, and then you have to see, so here's another one. Aren't they fun? Look at the guys, look at this. I'm pretty sure my husband wouldn't be caught dead wearing that, but whatever. Well, maybe my dad would have. Look at that. Aren't they fun? I thought they were so cute. And then look at the envelopes. They look like old patterns. So I got those and I just think they're so cool. Okay. Oh, I did get another floss drop from, had one straggle in. And look at this pretty card she sent. This is from Dottie. She also sent me her favorite floss color, which I thought was kind of fun. And then she did her some little squares. Aren't they cute? And it has the word floss on it with the definition of floss. So I thought that was really clever. Love those. So thanks, Dottie. Okay, so back to a couple, I also picked up Bristol Berries 1, and I know you guys are from Erica Michaels. Probably already seen this, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. I love this house in here with the alphabet. Well, there's a couple houses, and the berries are cute too. Look at this squirrel. I picked that up. And everybody on Flosstube has been doing this and I've seen finishes and oh my gosh, I love it. It's so beautiful done up. So I had to get this. I think it's so beautiful. So pick that up. I got a Stacy Nash Spotted Pigs Pinky. I don't think I've shown this to you guys. I hope not. Sometimes you forget. You make a pile, but I just liked all the pigs. They were fun. Pick that one up. Oh, Seaside Sparrow was one that I had ordered that was back ordered from Artful Offerings. You guys know I like the sea stuff and I like patriotic, so Seaside Sparrow. Looks like a captain. Captain Jack Sparrow, right? Okay, I got some mini Pom-Poms. I picked up a green and kind of a gray. It's kind of hard to see. So I picked those up. I got, this is a little chart I picked up on clearance somewhere. Little House Needleworks. It has an old-fashioned phone on it and it says hello. I thought that was fun. It has numbers at the top. I thought maybe it would be kind of fun to put like our old house number, phone number that the kids had when they were little. That might be kind of fun. I think I'll do that. And then I signed up for Cottage Gardens A Year in the Woods. And so I got the fox. And I know the next one is swans. I am not starting these yet because I want to see what they all are and wait and see if I want to put any of them together. So I really want to do the fox, but I'm going to wait because I don't know. I don't know. I might want to put some of them together on, you know, like 3 in a row or something for like each season or something. So I'm kind of bummed that I can't start the fox because he looks like so much fun. I also, let's see, I'm trying to keep my piles straight here. I love Barbara Anna Designs, and I ordered from Nitka. I think that's how you say it. Nitka. And I think it comes from Russia. Pretty sure it comes from Russia. Yeah, it does. So it's a company online that I ordered from, and they have some Barbara Anna kits that you can only get from them. You can only get the chart if you get the kit. And so I got 2 of them. The first one I got is Seasons with all the gals. Aren't they fun? Look at their dresses. And I'm going to stitch them individually. It did take about a month for these to get here, and they came in this tube with some linen, which I will not be using, but I might use it for finishing, like on the back of something, but it is so not for me. But it came with the linen, and it came with the threads all done up, ready to go with the numbers on them. And they're nice thread. They're very nice thread. I don't know if it's DMC. It doesn't really say. Here's the colors. It doesn't really say. And then the chart is in here, and it's a very nice big chart. Let me see here. But they're big, like big. So I'm anxious to do those. I'll be doing those individually, like I said, but not on that linen. So I got that one, and then I also got the Tree of Magic, and that's kind of a part of it. Let me see. I pulled up a better picture here on my iPad to show you here. And you could kind of see. Doesn't that look fun? I thought they looked like fun. But they have all kinds of Barbara Anna designs that come in kits. So if you're interested, but just be aware it took about a month to get here. Which, you know, I didn't have anything to work on that whole time, so I don't know what they were thinking, putting me through that torture. Okay, let's see. What else did I have to talk about? I sure hope Apollo doesn't come here because I have stuff everywhere. I picked up some Fiberworks, Fiber on a Whim, 16 count brick. Thought it was kind of fun. Just kind of a different color. Something kind of fallish. Picked that up. I picked up, I'm not sure what brand this is. Celadon though. Kind of a minty green. It's not as green as it's showing up. And then I also picked up, this is 16 count vellum from Picture This Plus. Love that. I picked up 16 count ale, which I'm doing something on ale. Can't think right now, but I love it. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I think that was all I was going to share with you for right now. And then I'm going to show you a couple things I've been working on in my quilting world. I don't know if I've showed this to you before or not, but this is the quilt that I'm going to quilt this month. It's a Christmas quilt, and it has been on my radar to quilt for 2 years at least. And my friend Lynette, she made hers and quilted hers and has been using hers, and I'm so jealous. So I need to get mine made up. Look at the vintage snowmen on it. Aren't they cute? Reminds me of the 60s or 70s. So this is on my radar to quilt here the next couple weeks. This is my backing, which is fun, and it's super soft. And then this is my binding. So that is my goal for my quilting project for the month of January. So I better get on that because I only have 2 weeks left, which it won't take that long. I just have to do it. And then one of my WIPS for quilting, I kind of started going back through some of my WIPS and working on some of my older ones. And the one I've pulled out that I'm working on right now is called Bound to the Prairie, which I think it has to be like 20 years old. I don't even know. But it's this, Bound to the Prairie. And I have all of these blocks done except for these 3 here that have wool applique on them. And I did do something different in here. They embroidered some numbers, and I have stitched something else I'll show you real quick. And I'm not going to do this piano key border either. I just want to get this done, and so I'm not messing around with it anymore. I have all my little pieces all cut out and ready for my wool applique. I just have to piece the background blocks. But I've got my wool pieces all cut out, the flowers and everything ready to go. So, like I said, I just have to, here, I'll show you a couple of the blocks really quick. Spiderweb block, I love this block. I'd like to make a whole quilt out of these using Civil War fabrics with like shirtings in the corners. I wanted to show you the block that I embroidered that's different. Here it is. So I did this tree with a piece of wool for the trunk of the tree instead of the numbers that they had on there. I don't know why, I just thought it needed something different. So I've got to get those little wool applique blocks done and then piece all these little pieces together. Look at this, look at my sunflower. Isn't that cute? Like I said, this is very, very old. So I just really want to get it done. Look at the pomegranate block. I do love that one. Okay, so, speaking of which, see, here's a spiderweb quilt. I love that pattern. It's fun. It's fun to do too. That's all I have to share. So I'm going to have a WIP video and a finished video from 2021. Put that together here in the next week probably, and then I'll get that uploaded. These videos take forever to upload. It's ridiculous. Anyway, thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks for 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. It is a rough world out there for everyone. So please be kind. Start all the things and finish nothing. This is the way. Thanks for joining me. Bye.